Y'all know if you start feeling sick to your stomach and it's this hot out, it's probably the beginnings of heat stroke, right?
It was at this moment.
Do not go straight. Do not go to the left.
Can I grab my water bottle real quick? It's right there. It's right there.
No.
I don't want to get heat stroke.
What's up? It's Juice Beats, back again with another race video. And this is the Music City Crit Series race number 8. And this is the Cat 3-4 race. So going around the 180 today. Today was just crazy in this race. Getting started, having to go grab my water bottle right before we got started in the race. Luckily, I had enough time to go do that, because otherwise I probably would have died in this race. It was a scorcher, over 100 degrees out there on the track, and this one was the tough one, the 180-degree turns. So definitely needed it for this day. Had the ice pack on the back, had the the ice stocking, so trying to keep cool on this day as well. Also ran into a little bit of a problem early on when I noticed that I couldn't clip in correctly. What happened was I start out with my right foot and I clip in with my left, and as soon as I clipped in with my left, my right foot kind of slipped out, and I didn't realize that that was going to be a problem later on in the race here. But here we are on this first lap right here, and you can see a couple guys over there on the right doing a little off-roading. My boy Terrell got a flat tire on the very first lap, so he went off, and I think Dale went with him, because I guess he couldn't turn, and then Dale was kind of caught behind him. So they went off-roading on that first lap. So he's having to get his bike checked out, I think, getting that free lap in there after doing a little off-roading there. But yeah, so already some crazy things in this race. I think the heat was just getting to all of us or something. I don't know what it was. But yeah, so going into our second lap here, and yeah, when we do the 180, definitely want to kind of stay towards the front if you can, and draft well. You can see things much better from the front, and with it being sort of technical, I guess, you definitely want to stay near the front. And from just my experience at the Music City, the 180 has a tendency to have breakaways, so gotta be mindful of that and watch out for those breakaways and those breakaway riders. Trying to keep my eye on the strong guys in the group here: Chase, Nick, Chris, some of the guys that I know who like to go on breakaways in these races. So definitely got to keep my eye out for that, and make sure that I am in the break for the race here. So here we are a couple laps later. There's Terrell by the edge there, telling him come back out here with us. Yeah, so yeah, already some craziness early on in the race, and like I said, having the trouble already with my cleat, and then the water bottle, and it's extremely hot outside. But yeah, just trying to keep up with the group here today. I actually I hung out in Nashville the entire day for a job, and then came out here to race. But I was feeling pretty good going into this one, so I felt like anything could happen. Just wanted to make sure that I was ready to go out here, and you can see I'm already trying to move up. That's a good sign for me. Early on in this race, moving up, trying to get closer to the front, making sure that I'm there for the moves, making sure that I can see what's going on here, and just trying to stay in the mix the best I can, because yeah, the 180 can get away from you. Just thinking about some of the times last year when we did the 180 course, and the few times that half of the peloton just kind of rode away and wasn't able to catch back up there. So here we are on our 7th lap, going into our 8th, and we got a problem going around the 180 here. Got a man down. I believe that's Eli. He went down, just kind of slipped out right there. So had to avoid him a little bit, but no craziness or anything like that. Didn't have to go too far out of the way or anything, and got right back in line. Was able to keep my position and everything, so didn't have to take a free lap or whatever after that. But yeah, so that was the first wreck in the race, if that alludes to anything that you could think of. But yeah, still making it around here. I know it says 7, but we're actually on the 8th lap. I guess my lap counter got like 1 lap off or something like that. It counted the first lap as 0. So anyway, on our 8th lap, still kind of sitting. Doesn't seem like I'm in great position or anything like that. But there's some other guys that have fallen off the back there. There's a bit of a gap. I'm still kind of with the main peloton, even though we're strung out at this point in the race. Just trying to stay on the back here and make sure nothing gets away from me at this point in the race. Still fairly early, but yeah, I mean, this is about the point that I want to make sure that I'm in better position, especially going around the 180. I want to make sure that I'm taking a look at the guys at the front there, making sure they're not taking off yet. And I want to stay a little bit closer than this. I'm not, like I said, I'm not in terrible position, but I'm not in great position either. So kind of sitting there in the middle, kind of far if something closer to the front goes off. So I definitely need to be mindful of that and make my way up a little bit closer here on this 9th lap in the race. So we're almost halfway through here, and yeah, I just need to make sure that I'm getting a little bit closer here, and I can see these moves that go off. Here we go, going into our 10th lap right here, and we can see Chase go down right there. Not exactly sure what happened. Looked like he just kind of slipped and fell there. But yeah, another wreck right there. All right, so we're on lap 13 here, closing in on the towards the end of the race. So I know that there's probably going to be some moves. I moved to the outside here, and I do see that there are some guys that are getting ready to go here, getting ready to move out. I start to go, and what happened? So I see these guys starting to push out front. I start to go a little bit, and yeah, I broke my cleat. So I broke my cleat. I'm trying to, and then you can see like the little wobble there. I'm trying to put my my foot back in my pedal there, but I'm watching that move go, and I'm like, dang it, I could be in that move right now. I saw it. I was ready to go, and I tried to put the power down, but I couldn't stay clipped in. And that was the problem right there. And then for the rest of this race here, it was very tough for me to put down a lot of wattage trying to keep my foot in there, just because it kept slipping out. And what had happened was the very top of my cleat, where it clips in into the pedal, that part had broken off. So it was just kind of loose. Like I could just put my foot right in the hole, and it, it didn't stick or anything like that. So that's what I'm working with for the rest of this race. My left foot's fine, it's clipped in, but my right foot has a broken cleat on it. But I'm still gonna try anyway, even though I missed that moment here. I'm gonna try to bridge up. So here we go, putting in a dig, over 1,000 watts here. I think I'm using some of the tailwind here, trying to bridge up. You can see somebody behind me as well, trying to put down the wattage. If I could get onto the back of this, I believe it's a 3-man, if I can see correctly here. If I can get onto the back of there, I think I'll be good, and I can rotate, and I won't have to put down so much watts. But as soon as I try to put down like any sort of big watts or whatever in here, then I kind of like lose my footing a bit. So I'm basically seated trying to sprint. But here we go. Getting a little bit of it tired. I see behind me. I've got a guy. Let me see if I can jump on his wheel and see if we can work together a little bit to catch up to this group here. That would be amazing because I can tell already that could be a winning group. Nick is out there, and if I remember correctly, Chris as well, like some really strong guys that are in this race that were in that group. So yeah, definitely got to be in that. And you can see like I'm falling behind here. Off the, I'm supposed to be working with this guy here, and I'm falling behind because I can't put the power that I need to down, or every time that I do, my foot keeps slipping or whatever. So you can tell like I'm barely in my zone 2, borderline zone 3, trying to move around here. Here we go, getting some wattage going again, trying to put it down, and then yeah, immediately like losing it. This was my struggle here, but maybe I've got a savior here. Here comes Chase. He's helping me out here. See if I can stay on his wheel. He actually went down earlier on in the race as well, but he's back in there. I believe Eli didn't end up coming back. I think he just decided to cut it short. But Chase went down, got back in it, and so now I'm trying to work with him. Now I've got to catch up to the other guy out here and see if we can catch up to the 3 that are out front here. If we can get together and start working together. But I think we've got a decent break going here. We've got a good break, a good chase group right here, but I'm having so much trouble staying on the wheel at the moment here. And I put in a big effort there, and then losing the cleat didn't help. So now I'm just trying to see what I can do here and see if I can work with Chase and see if we can get nice and close if possible. That would be great because we are closing in. We're on lap 16, so not too much of the race left. It's a good place to make that move for that front group. And yeah, I'm so mad that my cleat broke and I missed the initial move because the second lap around was a much longer way to bridge, and so I've got my work cut out for me trying to bridge up here. I'm lucky that I have a couple other guys right here that I can hopefully work with to try to make all the way back up to that group. But yeah, at the moment I feel like I'm not doing that well. Like I'm trying to stay on the wheel the best I can, and yeah, like I said, my foot just keeps on slipping in and out, and I'm just not getting the traction that I normally would. It's almost like having a free pedal instead of clip-in pedal, like the old bikes. But yeah, trying to make it up. About 6,000 meters left in this race, closing in. We've got a decent lead at this point. I'm trying to see in the back. Do you see the peloton at all? I mean, we've got 5 to go as well. So if we can keep this going, then we'll be there at the end together at this point. Here we go. I got to take my turn at the front. And I can't remember. I think I told Chase at some point that I was having trouble, but maybe it was after the race or something like that. But I thought I had told him like I was having trouble trying to put power down and try to keep it down, because anytime that I tried to do, you know, something crazy or whatever, my foot was slipping out. But I mean, it seems like I'm putting some decent power down at the moment here. I mean, you can see my pulls right here. I'm really trying to make that break. Really, I mean, it would have been much easier on the couple laps before, but yeah, we're trying to make this thing work. Putting in that good dig, 400 and something watts there. Putting in a pretty decent effort there, trying to keep up here, and then I kind of lose the wheel here. So here we go. Got to make sure I stay up on there. I'm not doing a great job of sticking to that wheel there. Here we go, getting thrown off the back just a little bit here, but I think we're. Do I close it? It's been a while since I've you know, been through this race, so can't remember if I closed it down a little bit. There's the 3 guys over there on the left, so they're not too far away from us. But yeah, here I go, just killing myself, falling backwards. I think Terrell pulled out, and he's now commentating the race over there. There's part of the peloton, so they are closing in. They're doing a good job working together, trying to bring it back here. I'm stuck in no man's land at the moment. I've got to put down more watts than this, trying to catch up. Got to be able to conserve my energy here. So I got to get with these guys so that I can work with them and we can rotate. I'm just right there. I'm hanging on for dear life. I'm right there. I'm putting down over 600 watts here, trying. You can tell I'm trying a lot because I'm putting down a lot of watts, trying to get back up to him. There's the 3 out there. They're not too much further, like 3-4 seconds. So it feels like we're closing in on them. It feels like we're getting really close, and that we could possibly, you know, touch down here in less than a lap, hopefully. But they're doing a really good job of working together and pushing the pace and everything, and keeping this thing going. And there goes Chase. He's putting down a little extra wattage. He's doing a good job. He's actually doing a really good job of bridging that. Here I am falling backward again. It takes a lot of effort to put down the watts to try to bridge up to somebody, and then when you've lost, you know, basically your cleat, to be able to put down the wattage that you need or the power that you need to be able to catch, it definitely takes a toll on you a little bit more, I think. You know, trying to make this move and not having the stability, I guess you could say, to be able to put that power down. But here we go, looking like I'm about to touch. You know, I did fall off the back here, and now I'm trying to put down the wattage to be able to catch up to him. And you'll see, as soon as I get close, right here. Here we go, finally touching, and then that front 3 group, they have an attack there, and you know, I've used up a ton of energy trying to catch up to everybody with this dang bum cleat that I've got, not being able to put the power that I need to get up there. Normally, like, I really think if my cleat was working, that I would have been able to catch up to them, and this wouldn't have been a problem. We could all work together. It would have been 6 of us going into the finish line at the end here. But yeah, that was the closest point that we got, I believe, to them. Actually, the 2 out that I was supposed to be working with, I think they got closer towards the end. But yeah, at this point, like, I'm in no man's land. I've used up a lot of energy trying to bridge this entire time, and I've probably put down more watts than I needed to. You know, having two good cleats. And here we go, going into the last few laps, and you can see the peloton is charging. They are closing in, trying to hold them off the best I can, with the amount of energy that I have left in this race, in this super hot race. Holding on for dear life in this pain dangle, which is like the worst place to be. Yeah, I think I do remember like some of this, like just I'm putting down so many watts trying to catch up, so much energy trying to catch up. It's super hot. The ice that I had at the beginning of the race is, you know, it melted like halfway through. So I don't have, you know, the cooling that I need at this point. My heart rate, while it's not 180 yet, we're in the 170s, so it's definitely up there. It's definitely beating pretty good. I'm trying to make this best effort. I think I'm looking back at this point as well and seeing that the peloton is charging and they're closing in on me. And yeah, here we go. So they just did a great job of closing in on me. I'm you know, going backward at almost 1,000 watts here, it seems. Jesus. Can I hold on to these guys now? Can we keep it going? You know, I've been out in that pain dangle for a while now. We're going in. Let's see. Last lap here. Can I hold on at least to this position? Putting out all those watts at this point. And I feel like I'm going backward, and I'm putting out still a bunch of watts at this point. It's weird. But I just need to hang on right here. But they are charging behind. You can see like they're closing in right here. And I can't put down the same amount of watts I normally would be able to at this point either. Here they go. I'm doing 600 watts and I'm falling backward. Come on. Pick it up. See, this is where like I would have needed to get in front of those guys there and really pick it up. But I can tell like I'm just not getting the push that I need at this point either. Getting passed up. Going into this last lap, just got nothing left, doing 800 watts. I'm trying out here. Getting caught by everybody, it seemed. And then here we go, going into this last little bit. I don't even think I got it. Yeah, I didn't get anything on this last little bit. I barely got 800 watts. Came across the line. I want to say I ended up 8th after all that. Yeah, this was a tough one for me. Being out in that pain angle and not having the clip on the bottom of my shoe almost the entire race, and the entire trying to bridge up to the breakaway as well. Which, if I really do believe, if I did have that, then I definitely could have bridged, and it could have been a different race for me. But yeah, that's bike racing, and that's what happens out here. So anyway, if you like this video, please like and subscribe. Hit that bell icon so you know when I post videos. And got some more coming, so stay tuned. See you guys on the next one. Peace.